Good morning, it's 9 o'clock, July the 11th, 2022, and our regular Commissioners Court meeting is now in session. First item on the agenda is roll call by our County Clerk, Mary Jane Rodell-Malone. I guess Deputy Clerk Celica Rodriguez is sitting in this morning. Good morning, Celica.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Judge Rathmo.
Present.
Commissioner Mendoza.
Present.
Commissioner Elizondo. Present. Commissioner Solis.
Present.
Commissioner Garza.
President.
Judge, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Next item is our invocation by Dr. Roger Miller.
Good morning.
Commissioner Court Chaplain. Dr. Miller, good morning.
Good morning, Judge and Commissioners. If you bow your heads with me this morning as we begin. Our Father, Creator of all, we come together today preparing our thoughts and composing our agendas to transact the business of governing the people of Zapata County. Leading and governing is difficult for people to do for other people. We've seen the failures and the ravages upon society when we try to do this without God's help. So today, Father, we come before you fully prepared and fully needing your grace and your strength for the discussions and the decisions before this court. May we know without question that you are here among us to provide for our judge, our commissioners, our court members, all that they need to accomplish the task before them. And may they be assured of your strength and your understanding and your compassion as you provide the help that they need today when they ask of you. And prepare them to see this day the matters before them as an opportunity to experience your presence and your guidance. In Christ's name we pray this. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 4, communications, Commissioners. On Friday, after, of course, we're all aware of our current lake levels there. I think 257, which is really critical time for our county as far as being able to supply the water to our residents. We are having problems at our raw water intake because of the sedimentation and the mud. The low lake levels is making it very difficult on us. Working with Sheriff Del Bosque and Tatum, it was the opinion that we declare that I declare a local disaster because of the drought conditions statewide, and especially us, concerning the lake levels. And I did that on Friday, and hopefully it's my understanding that the governor may declare a sizable portion of the county the state disaster areas, and hopefully Zapata County will be included and make us eligible for for grants, loans, and any equipment. Of course, we are in dire need of backup pumps and generators, and hopefully highlight the amount of silt that's in our lake, and maybe we can get a larger project going to make us, I guess, more apt to deal with these droughts in the ongoing years, because currently it's very difficult. I know, Ralph, I don't know if you have just walked in, our water plant manager. I don't know if you want to add anything, Ralph, to what we're experiencing there at our water station.
Yeah, yes, sir. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, the lake level right now is at
257.
256.8 now. So
Yeah, okay, went down, yeah.
Went down a little bit. The whole state is, or not the whole state, but the majority, we're going through that drought. So where we get our water reserves right now, there's not much, there's not much rain. There's not much, relief inside right now. So
I think the combined systems at the last meeting, which was last week, the Region and Water Board, the entire system is at a little over 20%, so it's at historic lows.
yeah.
So I know we're always trying to urge the water master to release more water from Amistad to keep our lake at least above the 260 level, and for the most part it has helped us, but now there's not very much water in the entire system, so we will have to take appropriate measures on how we can continue to pump water and supply water to our residents. So at below 260, stage 3 restrictions kick in. What exactly do those entail?
There's several things, and I want to thank y'all for having posted on social media. That way the residents would be aware and see that. Basically, it has to do with water conservation and stuff that we could do. So one of the main things is irrigation. And so irrigation of landscaped areas with hose and sprinklers or automatic irrigation systems shall be limited to Mondays for water customers with a street address ending in 1, 2, or 3. Wednesdays for water customers with a street address ending in 4, 5, or 6. And Fridays for water customers with a street ending, with an address ending in 7, 8, 9, or 0. So just basically a restriction on like irrigation. Irrigation of landscape areas is further limited to the hours between 12 midnight and 10 a.m. So basically, you know, when it's nice and cooler, because if we start to irrigate, say at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., I think today is going to be one of the hottest days right now. I think you're saying like 109, 110 with a heat index of 118 or something. So
Yeah.
if we're irrigating or we're watering at say 1, 2, 3 in the afternoon, everything that's in the ground is basically just evaporating.
Are you including some type of information on the customer's water bill to make them aware of when they can irrigate or water their?
Well, unfortunately, the water bill, it's a postcard, so it doesn't have much room, but it just states what level that we're at. So these will be posted in the newspaper this week.
Okay.
And the following week also, so that way residents, if, you know, I know through newspaper and through social media, that's the best way to get through to them.
So you're basically limiting watering irrigation to once a week for residents?
Yes, sir.
Right.
And we ask that they could please, you know, try their best to follow these restrictions. I know it's tough. I know, I think this morning, this is speaking for electricity, I got an email from, I think it was ERCOT saying that specifically today, since it's gonna be a hot day, they're asking for people in Texas to limit their electrical use, to not, you know, run their dryers and washers and their dishwashers between, I think it's what, 8?
Yeah, there
Or 2
is
or
a,
something like that, 2 p.m.
there is a possibility of some, I guess,
Rolling blackouts and
yes,
stuff, yeah, yes, sir.
brownouts, so, yes.
To hire up the thermostat in their homes and businesses, you know, it's kind of tough because people, you know, I know everybody likes to stay cool and they like to sleep well and stuff and be cool during the day, but everybody.
Are we
as far as
prepared at our water plant for any blackouts?
For any blackouts? Yes, sir. We have reserves enough for 24 hours, so that'll be enough for us to get some emergency generators if need be. So, but we have enough water in the system for a day's worth. Yeah, yes, sir. But there's other restrictions besides irrigation. We also have use of wash, motor vehicles, motorbikes, you know, trailers and stuff is prohibited, except on the designated watering days. So on the designated day, based on your address, is the day that you could wash your vehicles, but also preferably later in the evening where it's not so hot.
Does that apply to the commercial businesses?
No, sir, that doesn't, no. So the car washes are exempt because those are commercial businesses. This is just, you know, if you decide to wash your vehicle at your house, we ask that you do it on the day or based on your address, just to help conserve. Restrictions prohibited, washing down of the sidewalks and walkways. You know, people like to cool down and use that to you know, wash their sidewalks and, you know, their backyards and stuff. We ask that residents don't do that right now because we just need to try to conserve, you know, as much as we can. Use of water to wash down buildings, structures, use of water for dust control. Just, you know, just try to be careful with the water usage. If you have a leak in the house, please try to take care of it, you know, immediately, because even a running toilet, a small flatbird can add up during every day, and then of course by the month. So it's just water that's going down drain. Yes, sir.
All right, and I guess currently, I mean, even though there is an enforcement mechanism in the ordinance, we're just wanting the residents' cooperation, and certainly we won't be
Yes,
knocking on doors, and that may come in the future if our water usage is, you know, basically.
We will be knocking on some businesses. I'm not gonna call out businesses, but we noticed that some of them, just, you know, maybe about a week ago, we noticed that they were watering, and it was about 2 p.m. So their sprinklers were on. We're just gonna do a courtesy knock and say, hey, you know, because, you know, you see it running down the street and, you know, especially in the condition that we're at right now, so.
And I know I had several calls yesterday, Ralph, and emails and texts. They were gonna shut the water. I told them no, but.
Yes, I know you called me about that. No, I don't know what kind of rumors. I heard that rumor that we're gonna shut down water for, I don't know how many days.
They're gonna go by waters.
No, that's not.
Currently, we have 3 available pumps that are able to meet our
Yes.
pumping requirements for the day. I think the last resort is our diesel pump that is on standby, and
Yes.
and certainly.
We're working on getting a backup to the diesel pump also.
Yes, so, but certainly we don't wanna get to that diesel pump. So hopefully we can keep our electric pumps, working, those two that are operational.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, we've got plenty of pumps, but, certainly, because of the lake levels, those two electric pumps, the primary pumps, may become inoperable if the lake continues to drop. They'll certainly, start cavitating and sucking air into their, and won't be able to work, to
Yes,
function.
and we're keeping an eye on that, just like, you mentioned about the silt. The water is very, very silty right now, so basically what's happening is as the water is being pumped through the pump, you know, it's kinda like if you have, sandpaper going through there, so it's, you know, we gotta keep an eye on that, cause that could possibly be a little bit.
And we're still around the 3 million gallons a day?
Yes, sir.
Mark?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Ron.
Thank you.
Other communications, of course, our coronavirus update, from the last, since last Tuesday, 7/5/22, we're up to confirmed positive cases of 2,477, that's an addition of 6. Probable cases, 1,406, that's an addition 23, and there's no additional deaths. Our county attorney did reach out to me last night, and he tested positive, so he won't be able to join us today. So certainly, I guess the latest variant is very transmissible, and I think hopefully our county attorney will do well. Any other communications, commissioners? We'll move on to public comment. This section provides the public the opportunity to address the Commissioners Court on any items on the agenda. Any members of the public wish to address the court at this time? If not, we'll move on to item number 6, approval of invoices. In your packets, Commissioners, we had invoices from June 24th, 2022 through July 7th, 2022 for a total of $1,065,049.48. Motion by Commissioner Mendoza to approve as presented, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Item number 7 is approval of treasurer's report. Mr. Salinas is not gonna be attending the meeting this morning.
Judge, I did look over the report, it looks pretty standard, so I'll make a motion that we approve the treasurer's report as presented.
Motion by Commissioner Mendoza to approve the treasurer's report as presented, second by Commissioner Garza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Item number 8 is approval of checks issued, and we had checks from 6/24/2022 through 7/7/2022 for a total of $1,065,049.48. Motion by Commissioner Garza to approve checks issued as presented, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Item number 9, tax assessor collected departmental report. Morning, Ms. Mendoza.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioner.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm gonna go first into, the collection on the Texas Homeowners Assistance Program. Just to let y'all know that we collected, for the month of June, we collected $120,387,000. To date, the program has helped out a little over 100 households. And, our total right now, from the time that we started has already gone to about $390,000. So we've had good collection. Okay, now that amount, of course, is half of it is for the school and
Yeah,
the other
sure.
half for the county.
That's still, and over 100, taxpayers homes being helped, that's a very good number. And if, there's still money in the program?
There's still money, the only thing is that I got word on Friday that apparently they're only going to be helping out. Now, coming into July, they're only gonna be helping out, for 2021.
Okay, so they are cutting back some of the years that they
They're
can.
cutting back. I asked, Maribel to check, to make sure that that was still correct. We had appointments for this morning and for this afternoon. And it was, of course, people that had other taxes pending.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna have to,
Well, I'm glad
take
you
care of
you stayed on top of it and urged people to come in and it
Yes.
worked. I mean, we helped 100 residents, so that's a
Exactly.
big number.
There's still other applications out there. I think we've done over 130, applications there in the courthouse. I'm sorry, here in the courthouse. But, people are also applying on their own.
Sure.
So, I mean, it's been good. Okay, on our monthly collection for June, we have a current, for the general fund, current collection was $90,180.40. Delinquent taxes, $46,670.70. Penalty and interest, $32,571.72. Refunds, $1,679.13. Total, $167,743.69. Interest and sinking, we had, for the current collection, $36,833.07. Delinquent was $21,571.11. Penalty and interest, $14,139.93. Refund, $71.08. Total, $72,473.03. Farm to market, current collection is $1.20. Delinquent, $5.86. Penalty and interest, $8.78. Refunds, 2 cents, for a total of $15.82. Special road and bridge, current collection was $9,917.36. Delinquent, $5,037.97. Penalty and interest, $3,410.66. Refunds, $184. Total was $18,181.91. 99. And delinquent attorney's fees, $16,849.46. Total collections was $275,265.62. Other fees and collections, alcoholic beverage, $2,270. Tax certificates, $8. Hotel motel tax, $5,396.16. Interest earnings, $20.46. Tax sale, $40. Total, collection fees and taxes was $283,003.24. Collection rate last year was 88.72%.
We're at 89.7.
And right now, we're at 89.70.
Yeah.
Looking at 2022.
An improvement, yeah.
Yes, hotel motel tax, our total for the year to date is $113,939.36.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Moving on to the reports and presentations, item number 10 is a report on a $150,000 grant award from the Texas Veterans Commission to Zapata County. And this is, of course, our Veteran Service Officer, Commissioner Pope Gonzalez. Thank you.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, thank you.
Morning.
We got good news for our local veterans.
Yes, really good news. Zapata County was awarded a grant for $150,000 for financial assistance. That's helping them out with their utilities, with their mortgage or rent, vehicle repair, or medical equipment. Those are the 4 categories that Zapata County has.
Okay.
At this moment, Judge, I know I've been talking to Roxy as far as trying to get
How are we gonna coordinate?
right.
Yeah.
We got the grant. It's the first time that Zapata County gets a grant from the Texas Veteran Commission for financial assistance. So we've gotta pretty much get a process going to be able to vet those.
Will certainly help you with any of the veterans' application, I guess, maybe with reaching out to the veterans on your behalf, and then whatever we have to do with the Veteran Service Officer, my office will help you administer the grant.
Appreciate that, Judge. Right now, the biggest thing is just for, the community to let the veterans know, that this help is available, that we just got awarded.
Yeah, it's 7/1, and we've got a year to spend the money, so
Yes.
I think, we need to get our local veterans aware of, how we can help them, and I guess as you become more informed with the program, let us know in whatever applications we need to submit, to the state, to the Veterans Service, we will do it, and help you out.
Appreciate it, Judge. And then just, any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. You can always reach me on my phone.
I think, one other thing, the mobile, service unit, medical unit that will be coming soon.
Yes.
We did approve it, you weren't able to make that meeting, I don't know what we need to do, I think they're still asking for, some, I guess, service hookup, maybe power.
Yes, but, on that, memorandum of understanding that you signed and they
Yeah.
signed, with that, they haven't given us the specifics
Okay.
on that. But right now, they're not waiting on us, we're waiting on them.
Okay, all
And
right.
so
We're good on
Zapata
that,
County is
okay.
good. The memo that you signed, Judge,
Yes.
that was enough for them.
Okay.
And they'll reach out to us. I know that originally they had said, at the beginning of August, the timeframe, July, August, they were moving it up a little bit further to
Okay,
the
that's
right.
fine, so
But
whatever.
we're not waiting on, they're not waiting on us, we're waiting on them.
Okay, very well.
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Awesome. Any
Okay.
questions, anybody?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Judge,
Thank you.
Commissioners, appreciate it.
We'll move on to the action items. We'll deliberate and consider action item number 11, to approve an order ordering the Zapata County Chamber of Commerce to account for all money appropriated by the Commissioners Court to the Zapata County Chamber of Commerce for the budgetary years as follows: 2021, 2020, and 2019, to provide all books, records, accounts, whether physical or electronic, establishing where said monies were deposited and how they were spent, including but not limited to copies of bank deposit records, monthly bank statements, list of payees, transfers, and withdrawals from the accounts where said monies were deposited.
Judge, I will, move to approve item as presented and to include all current and future departments that our county attorney will classify.
Absolutely, yes, yes. Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Garza. I think, given their 3 years, I think 1 week per year, so by August 1st, we would like those records to be brought to our treasurer's office, so they can be available for public inspection and review.
It'll be August 1st on a
Yeah.
yearly basis?
No, August 1st for these
past
records
purposes.
should be brought into the county.
Just can we include the rest of the one that we?
Yeah, we can certainly, I think it's gonna apply to all of them,
To all of them,
commissioners,
yes.
so we can certainly bring,
As long as our county.
this will include the Boys and Girls Club, the County Fair Association, all the organizations that the county,
Attorney Plus.
whether it provides, monies or facilities, any of those, are, I guess, able to comply with this request. So, I guess next meeting, we can start with the items, commissioners, I'm fine with that. Got a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. So August 1st, by August 1st, those records should be in the position of our county treasurer. Item number 12 is to hire KPIS Consulting Group to facilitate the abatement process, the tax abatement process for upcoming projects in Zapata County. Commissioners, I was approached by a consulting firm representing a solar company who has identified 3 possible sites for solar projects. They're at the stage where they want to move forward with any abatements with the county. I was visiting with a judge from a neighboring county at our conference a couple of weeks ago, and just speaking with him, I told him what projects were upcoming, and he said they had a solar project in their county recently completed, and I asked him, well, what consultant did you hire? And he said, he brought up the name of KPIS, and that's a very familiar name to us. Jeff Stone has done a lot of work for the county in the past. He helped us with the consolidation of the acquisition of the Ramirez San Ignacio water plant. So I reached out to to Jeff, and he says he'd be willing to help the county out with the abatement process. And by the way, the judge in our neighboring county was very happy with how the process ended up and the amount of revenues that the county would be receiving. So I feel comfortable in making a motion to bring in Jeff Stone to help us. He does have a flat fee on his contract of $30,000 with the realization or hope that those monies will be part of the negotiations with the company. So in the end, the county might not have to pay those fees, but it's a $30,000 fee, a straight up fee with Jeff, and I think he's done projects throughout the state, and like I say, he has a history with us, and he did very well with us. So
I make a motion to go with Capex Consultants.
Second.
motion to hire Capex Consulting Group to help us, the county, with the tax abatement process. And by the way, there's the three projects. There's three projects that are currently planned in our county. One is close to our town site, and two are in the San Ignacio area. But according to the consultants that reached out to the county, each project should be over an investment of over 200 and some million for each project. So in fact, they reached out to me once again, wanting to see where our process was going to be, and they're wanting to start making the application to get those projects constructed. So this might be happening pretty soon. I think I overheard that. I think I'm aware that the county, the school district already has approved or heard their tax abatement process with the school district. So.
Is there solar panels, Judge?
Yes, there's solar panels. There's three really large solar projects that are planned. So certainly it's something that will help with jobs, and of course with depending on how good we can negotiate taxes coming into the county, the school district into the county. So we got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Item number 13 is to approve guidelines and criteria for granting tax abatements in reinvestment zones within Zapata County. Commissioners, as I guess 5 or 6 years ago, when we went with the wind farm abatement process, we did identify reinvestment zones and the criteria. Those criteria and guidelines have to be, I guess, re-examined or reapproved every 2 years. The CAPEC did include a new set of guidelines that are very similar to what we had for the wind farms, but I don't see any problem approving these guidelines. But if we can approve them subject to our county attorney reviewing them, that might be also suitable. We'll see. But I did read through them. They're about 14 pages of reading, but basically they're very similar to what we currently have. Of course,
did we get these from another municipality, or?
He basically uses the same form for other counties. Yes.
I'll make a motion that we approve pending approval from our county attorney.
Motion by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. And item number 14 is to approve application form for tax abatement and designation of the reinvestment zone. So item number 14 has the application that these companies will be reviewing to apply for their particular project. Motion by Commissioner Garza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. And basically the application will entail the scope of the project, how many years, the taxable value according to them. They estimate the project will hold for the 10 years. And of course it has a construction, how long the project will take to build. And so just, I guess, questions that are routinely asked of these projects. So it's pretty simple, but the company is requesting the access to this application, so we'll forward it to them. Got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 15 is to consider giving temporary Zapata County employees hired with grant funds medical health coverage benefits. Commissioner Salinas put this on the item. What this came up about, we have Operation Lone Star, which is in the process, which is the governor's initiative for border security. And with the grant funds that have been awarded to Zapata County, there are positions mainly in the sheriff's department and some in the county judges and county attorneys. I believe county clerk also has a position. And these positions, of course, will be for as long as the grant is in place, which is about a year. I think the question came about as far as benefits such as retirement, medical insurance, and our county policy basically states that temporary employees are not eligible for any of these retirement benefits or health insurance benefits. I think the question is, some of the hires at the sheriff's department, I see Joe Penny in the audience, the sheriff's department is hiring, some may be peace officers, Joe, the temporary hires?
Yes, sir, they're peace officers.
So, of course, they will be exposed to dangerous conditions. Do we want the county not to have these individuals covered? I think it's a big risk for us for them not to at least include the medical coverage for them in case of injury on the job. And of course, it applies to any of the other employees. I don't know what the cost analysis has been, Nelly. Do you have a cost of?
I can give you a running monthly total of what the county pays.
And these costs will not come from taxpayer funds. They will be 100% reimbursed from the state grant. So it's not a question of whether we're going to use tax dollars to cover these individuals. It's just whether we want to allow to include.
I'll second the motion to go ahead and include medical health insurance for those temporary employees.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Gatsa, second by Commissioner Mendoza. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Item number 16 is to approve repairs to the fire curtain located on the first stairwell. Marty Gutierrez said she had an inspection of the courthouse, and there were minimal findings. They did find that one of the stairwells, fire walls, was not working correctly, and it would take an estimate of $4,894.55 to repair it.
Motion to approve as presented.
Motion to approve, second by Commissioner Mendoza, seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye. Aye. And it's good news that the courthouse is holding up relatively well. Item number 17 is to approve repairs on a check valve located on the backflow bypass preventer.
Motion to approve. It's an invoice for $900.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Mendoza to approve, second by Commissioner Gatsa. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Item number 18 is to amend the animal and fowl ordinance. Do we have Mr. Sines here, Martin? Our environmental director. In item 18, Commissioners, you'll see that the changes that Mr. Sines wants to make or additions to the ordinance. I think we've been having problems with, in areas where maybe noise from animals, mainly dogs.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean, there's a big problem over there in San Ignacio that has been going on for months. So I'm trying to see if we can.
And currently, we don't have anything in the ordinance that would.
On noise, no. Noise.
So when you say noise, you mean, let's say for example, the dogs are barking until 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yes, it has to be.
And what would be the consequence?
Remove the animals from there, or
Citation?
you're gonna get fined. Yes, sir.
There has to be, I see here the noise from such animal or animals that disturb 2 or more residents residing in separate residences adjacent to any part of the property. So there has to be several individuals that come forward and complain.
Yes.
Can't be pitting one neighbor against the other, they don't like each other.
Yeah.
So it's gotta be kind of a neighborhood action.
Yes, sir. I mean, it has to be like, I mean, all the neighbors around that area.
They
Are we
complain.
gonna approve like a time frame, like from this time to this time, or is it gonna be in general?
In general, yes.
We kind of want to.
There, like you mentioned, so I asked my team to go see, the complaint, see what was going on in that particular home. And I think Martin says the noise is unbearable, there's maybe
It's unbearable.
6 or 7 dogs barking at the same time, they won't stop.
They just won't stop, they just bark.
But how can you tell a dog not to bark?
Hmm?
How you gonna tell a dog not to bark?
I really don't know. I mean, if it's.
But, well, Commissioners, it's one thing to have
It's
one dog,
nuisance.
but if you got 6 or 7,
Yeah,
But they're caged, right?
yeah.
And they're
they
caged.
are, they
That's
are.
why they're barking.
But if it's, I mean, it's a noise nuisance, I mean, you can't even, go outside and have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Yeah.
Martin, have we checked with other like municipalities in the area, if they have anything,
I did,
any
I
type of,
did,
okay,
yes, I did.
and this is more or less what they have
Yes.
in their ordinance as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Especially in the rain.
What do you mean by time frame? Does it mean like from this time to a certain time of the day that they can bark, or is it
I
all
didn't put any
day?
time frame, it's just
It's
that.
all
if
day.
the complaint comes from several residents in the
Doesn't
area
matter.
Residents in that area.
adjacent to.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, once we approve this, it's gonna have to be enforced, so.
Oh, yes, especially.
Well, currently, I think Martin says that he doesn't have any enforcement mechanism. I mean, he's visited that property several times.
Several times.
He's making an effort for the neighbors basically to get along, but,
So, I mean, they're fighting and fighting.
Is it an abatement?
Yeah, right there, yes, yes.
What are the conditions like at that location? Are the dogs in good condition?
Oh, yes,
or-
yes. Yes, they
Well,
are,
they're-
but they're just barking and barking and barking and barking. All day, all night.
because there is seldom anyone at that residence, is that correct?
Hmm?
There's seldom anybody at the residence where the dogs are at?
Yes.
Does anybody live there, or is this
No,
an
no.
extra property
No,
that they
no,
have?
no, there's.
No, no,
No,
but-
no,
where the
at
dog-
the location,
They
where the
come-
dogs are at.
they come
It's a
and go.
residence?
Yeah.
They come and go, but I think he works out of town, so,
He doesn't hear the dogs.
no. He doesn't hear the dogs, but his neighbors do.
Yeah, but I mean, it's up to you, you wanna go ahead and amend it, if not, I mean, you can make my.
So basically, what's in bold here is what we would be adding to the ordinance, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's the level of noise, the time of day or noise, the noise occurs, so we would have to stipulate a timeframe.
Yes, sir.
And
Is
then
this
the
the only
duration of
place
the
we're
noise.
having a problem, or other places that you have the same problem?
No, there's.
Well, we have
there's
problems with
other-
roosters all over
Yeah,
the-
there's other places, but, I mean, we have, an ordinance on roosters, but we don't have any ordinance on noise. And, the sheriff department has one, pero, I talked to the sheriff about it, pero I have no response on that.
I think we need to give Martin the ability to try to handle these situations and not have his
Yeah,
hands tied.
because, I mean, it's a big problem and they're.
Martin, have you been issuing the citations, or have you been asking Mr. Garcia with the fire marshal's office to assist you with those citations?
Right now, I haven't had any problems. I mean,
Okay, so you haven't had to issue any citations, so.
they've been compliant, so, yeah.
we'll
I
try
think
to-
just the threat of you having that authority, I think, is
Yeah, so.
on any issues that come across your department.
Yes, sir.
I guess we'll try it. Judge, I'll make a motion that we approve and see how it goes.
Motion by Commissioner Mendoza, second by Commissioner Solis.
I'm good.
Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck, Martin.
Can I say something about that?
Yes.
I know maybe it's not the time to bring it up, but my.
Your name for the record, sir?
Arturo Guajardo.
Arturo Guajardo.
I think they're talking about the situation in San Ignacio about the dogs. Is it in San Ignacio?
Yes.
Well, the same guy that you're gonna put the ordinance on and everything, he owns those 7 acres where all the trucks are coming in and out. So if you're gonna be, because of some dogs, he can't even enjoy his 7 acres where all this traffic is coming in and out. You know, so it's like,
We'll see what happens.
pick your poison.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Item, number 19 is to grant AEP Texas a 20-foot easement and right-of-way at the Los Ebanos Golf Course for the purpose of bringing power to a new AT&T cell tower in adjacent property. Dave Petrick, is he here?
Judge, has our county attorney reviewed the,
No, and I've had issues with just moving forward with it. I'm not sure, we've got, raw water lines, sewer lines, there's that easement, that property that's along that fence line, has a lot of infrastructure, the county, and so we need to make sure it won't interfere with any of our infrastructure, so I would suggest we table it, Commissioners, until we.
I'll make a motion to table it, Judge, further discussion.
Motion, to table by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion tabled, and we'll look into exactly if it'll, inhibit or cause any problems for our current infrastructure in there, because I know we've got plenty of lines, running through there. Item number 20 is to allow the use of the softball field in precinct 4 for a benefits low pitch softball tournament on
Motion
June
moved.
23rd, 2022. Motion by
It's
Commissioner
July,
Gatsa.
it's July, Judge, it's a typo.
Oh, July
July.
23rd.
Yes.
Okay, typo. 2022.
Ms. Hassel called me this morning that she wasn't able to make it, but this is just a fundraiser for medical expenses.
Okay. We got a motion and seconded by Commissioner Solis. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Item number 21 is to request the use of the Zapata Community Center for the Texas Retired Teachers Association Regional Conference in October 2022.
Motion second.
Motion by Commissioner Solis, seconded by Commissioner Gatsa. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. I'm glad. I wonder is there any teachers here? Rosie, how many retirees do you anticipate coming to Zapata for the conference?
About 120.
That's very good.
Yeah, from Laredo all the way to Brownsville. They belong to this.
The association. Well, that's good that you were able to draw them into Zapata. I appreciate that. Thank you. Item number 22, we have, do we have?
Judge, I'll make a motion that we go into executive session.
Motion to enter
Second.
executive sessions. The item to be heard is, item number 24 is to address personnel issues regarding an incident with the indigent care program. And item number 25 is to discuss easement dispute. And both are requested pursuant to Texas Government Code Title 5, Subchapter D, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, and 551.074, personnel matters. We are now in executive session.
So we do all this scan.